Going live. You're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm going to be testing ICARUS on the GTX 1050 Ti, 1650 Super and RX 570. How are you doing, guys? I hope you're doing well. So, it's 10:45 p.m., but I played this game, I got a copy of it thanks to RocketWerkz for providing a code of the game. I gladly took it because it looked interesting, but oh man, I cannot go to sleep without talking about the performance on this one. I'm so worried. Jesus Christ. This is the worst running game this year. This is Ark Survival Evolved all over again, I think. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm so concerned about this. So, let's take a look at the options, shall we? First, in the store, let's check out the system requirements. So, the system requirements are a 1060, which, okay, I get it. Hey, Mina Amir. And the recommended is a 3060 Ti. Okay, that's fair. So, to be fair with the game's requirements, let's do 1650 Super. So, we're going to do first that one. Let's go 1650 Super. El Gona 9. Todo bien? Doing fine, thanks. I'm doing well, but I cannot really go to sleep without recording this. So, one sec. So the 1050 Ti will be the second card, okay? 1650 Super. Do you know what time it is? Yeah, it is 10:45 p.m. in my country. I'm doing well, thanks. Yeah, I just saw the numbers and I was like, what the hell? Yeah, no, not looking good right now. Sí, es que soy de Uruguay, el Gona 9. It's 7 a.m. in the morning. Okay, good morning to you, man. You're probably in India or Sri Lanka or someplace in Asia, right? So some of you guys requested this game to be tested, and I got a code thanks to the publisher for running a copy. It's appreciated, but I wasn't expecting what I got into. So again, thanks to RocketWerkz for providing a code of the game. It's appreciated. So let's go over again what settings I'm using. What settings? What are the requirements? A 1060 is the minimum, which is fine. It's like a 1650 Super but with more memory and better DX12 compatibility on the 1650 Super's end. So let's open the game on DX11, shall we? We're going to put it on medium. Remember, we're on the minimum requirements, which is odd. It's an Unreal Engine 4 game. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll help you sleep. $8 p.m. there? You're probably... Where are you then? In Australia? Okay, so this is yet another Unreal Engine 4 game survival co-op thing. So we're on 1080p. And we're going to put it on medium. The thing is, most of the stuff that you can change here needs the game to restart, which is a shame. And the texture streaming pool size will be 3900. Oh, of course, it's 10 p.m., not 10 a.m. Makes sense. Canada, yeah. I don't know why I didn't know which time zone I was at. So FSR disabled right now. Okay, so I gotta restart the game, unfortunately. I hate when games make me restart them to make them work with the new settings. Do you think that Spider-Man and other Sony exclusives will come to PC after God of War? Yeah, I mean, once they said, okay, God of War is coming to PC and Uncharted 4, I think anything could happen at that point in time. Hey, 87MD, how's it going, man? Welcome back. So, again, 1080p, medium. So keep that in mind. Medium settings. Let's get into the game, shall we? Let's see how it runs. So we play the game, and we're going into a sandbox right away. Hey Dark Master, long time no see. Can you combine FSR and IS? Yeah, but you're still lower in the resolution, so not much of a reason to do so, honestly. I wish Ghost of Tsushima would be out on PC. That's probably the next one. All right, I made a place called Potato Land, so let's go there without anything in our hands because we're seeing performance. 3 a.m. for you? Holy hell, you're probably in Europe or something. Yeah, the other God of Wars might come to PC, but you can run them on an emulator. So, okay, here we are. Come on, you got this. Come on. How much GTX 1650 worth now if I sell it? Depends on your country. So as you can see, the textures didn't load yet. Oh man. I feel like I'm playing Ark Survival Evolved all over again. Guys, how can this be medium settings? How? Why? This is medium settings. Maybe a bug? No, it's not a bug. I mean, look at those trees in the middle of the screen. Yeah, at least it runs. Yeah, I get it, but how can this be medium settings? I don't know. I found it ridiculous, really, when I jumped into the game with medium settings. So yeah, look at that draw distance, though. Let's go for high. I think we got this. Let's do high. Although we gotta restart the game, so... Hang on. Gotta restart all over again. I'm going to put it on low, though. Yeah, I'm doing low after this, but man, look at... Medium settings, how? How can that be medium settings? Let's do high. Let's see how that looks. But the render distance is so poor on medium settings. Ah, my brain. I could not believe it. They're showing off the RTX in the trailers and everything. And on medium settings it looks like that. How? How could them? How could medium settings look that bad? Lazy Unreal Engine 4. That's how. Remember Ark? It reminds me of that. That's insane. Okay, now it's on high. Should be okay. Let's see. This is high settings now. Now it should look okay at least. Okay. Okay, textures didn't load yet. Some of them did though, to be fair. I don't know, Sugar Free. That's a good name though. Your 1050 is probably going to have a lot of issues on this one. Come on, textures. You can do it. Yeah, and those screens didn't even load. Okay, high settings. What happened to the trees? Holy hell. How? Oh, Jesus Christ. Look at those trees. This is high settings. Yeah, it's not supposed to be like this. I'm pretty sure that there is something wrong, but I could not fix it. Terrible start. Anyway, I think I'll try something else. One of the things that you guys told me was to disable cloth simulation, so we're turning that off. Sure, why not? And everything is on high. The shadow cascades are on 2, but that shouldn't affect the trees. So I'm confused. So I think what will help me out is cranking up those textures to epic. But I'll need to restart the game once more, and that should probably fix those trees into the distance that are not loading properly. So let's do a restart. So now we're doing high settings plus epic textures on the X11. And we have a limit of 3900. That's probably why, the VRAM, but still, it shouldn't look like that. I already restarted multiple times, so I don't know. You tell me. Nah, I'm good. Let's try that again. You need to buy a DLC for the final textures. Yeah, no. Okay, yeah, the textures now look a lot better. I think that's fixed it, actually. Let's see. Because that cannot be right. So many textures did not load. Let's try that again. You got this. Come on. You got this. Okay. Okay, the textures are now actually being rendered. Good. Okay, these look a little bit better. Although still not completely loaded. That's probably because I limited my VRAM to... Oh, never mind. They loaded. There you go. Finally. So guys, put the textures on epic, okay? Yeah, that should do. Alright, yeah. That was the issue. Okay. Guys, this might sound counterintuitive, but put textures on epic, no matter your video memory, okay? Because in this game, in comparison to other ones, that there's a texture streaming pool size, so you can choose basically how much memory the game can use. Since I have 4 gigs, I put 3900. As long as you keep it like this, below 4 gigabytes, you should be fine. But put the textures on epic. If not, the textures will be low resolution. So yeah, super counterintuitive, but you can make it look good actually. Okay, it looked terrible a minute ago, but now that I crank up those textures, it's actually a lot better. Although that draw distance for the grass, still pretty poor. But at least the trees don't look like a potato anymore. It looks fine now. Okay, let me see if anybody has the same issue in the Steam forums. Let me check that out. Like, can you hit 60? That's a good question. Let's see the discussions. Okay. Yeah. Somebody also ran into the issue with the textures, I can see. Okay. Yeah, I'm not the only one. Good to know. So as you can see on high settings, as long as you keep those textures on epic, it's fine. So 6 GB, put it on 5.9. Yeah, should be okay. That should load the textures faster, basically. So yeah, having low video memory is not that bad on this one. But I mean, look at that draw distance for the grass. Yeah, look at this. This kinda bothers me. Look at that draw distance. I don't know if you guys can notice what I'm talking about. But this is... How can this be high settings? It's such an aggressive pop in. I don't know. How can that be high settings? Let's try epic. Because why not? Now that we're here, we might as well, right? Let's do epic. Oh, there's also FSR. We're going to try it, don't worry. The main issue is that we need to restart the game each time we change any major setting. So it takes forever. This game has a lot of bad reviews, yeah. Yeah, I saw it. Also, as you can see, there's now a DX11 option. It used to be DX12 only on the launch. Now there's DX11, so perfect for us, budget gamers. Yeah, on the 1050 Ti is going to be rough. What bothers me in this case is it doesn't look that impressive on high settings. So let's try Epic. Let's see if it looks good on Epic. So on the settings, as you can see here, everything on Epic, textures on Epic, everything on Epic. And let's see how it goes. I swear everyone on Twitch was saying you need a 3090. Yeah, it's super demanding. It's ridiculously demanding. Again, this gives me flashbacks to Ark Survival Evolved when it first released. That I remember that they rendered things that were not necessary. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a waste. Todo bien, Tadeo, ¿y vos? Okay. Come on, load those textures. You got this. Okay. Now in my 4th launch, I finally got some textures going. Good. So my advice so far, use DX11 on this one. DX11 is an absolute must. Apparently on DX12 it stutters quite a bit. Okay. This is the highest settings. It doesn't look bad. It's not bad that it's not great either. I mean, there's a lot of vegetation, yeah. But there's pop-in. I don't know. I mean, in the survival aspect, I'm no expert, so I cannot judge that. I play a lot of survival games across the years. But this one runs so poorly. Yeah, look at it. How can this be epic settings? There's pop-in. There's a lot of pop-in. I don't know. Yeah, there into the distance. I can see how the trees are appearing in front of my face, and this is the highest settings. Yeah, no. Let's do optimal settings. Would you guys play this at 30 or 60? Remember that, well, let's put it... I'm going to put this on low so you guys see how low looks like. Low is a completely different experience. So let's put it on low just to show you what I'm talking about. Let's put it on low. Look at this. This is still not low though. I need to restart the game. But this is how it looks without the foliage enabled. There's no balance between settings whatsoever. So yeah, it's super disappointing. I mean, the minimum requirements are at 1060, gotcha. But considering how it looks on high and epic, I don't know. It should look better. Low will be amazing, trust me. Low settings. Let's try that again. But I know that people in the future that watch this video are going to say, oh, but you have a low-end computer. You shouldn't expect good graphics and good numbers. And yeah, I know. I have a 1650 Super here. That's my fastest GPU. But even people on higher-end rigs says it runs bad. So yeah, PC Master Race. Pop-in is just the words I'll like. I'll take lower res textures any day if there's no pop-in. Good. In this game there's a lot of pop-in. Okay, oh my god, 100 FPS. Finally. I can actually play the game now. Yeah, I know. It's an indie game. Whatever, I get it. But the minimum requirements are ridiculous. I'm asking for balance. Give me at least something in the middle. But there's none. Low is just like editing a config file. I mean, it's way too low. This is something that you will be able to do if you edit a config file and go extremely low. I mean, it's ridiculously low. It feels like I'm making a game in Unreal Engine. How is this acceptable? Even medium doesn't get away with it. Why should I change something? What do you mean? Let's try that again. And after this we do optimal settings, because visually, not impressed. Yeah, it feels unfinished. Yeah, that's a shame. The game was looking pretty good from the outside. Okay, let's do medium. Let's be fair, let's do medium. Medium is usually a good in-between. So we do medium. We go to Potato Land, which is what I called my yeah, it looks like a low spec gamer configuration, yeah. This is why I made this video at night. It wasn't going to take me long, because there's not much to analyze. Going below high doesn't make sense. You gotta do your own settings on this one. Also remember, keep those textures on Epic, or if you don't do that, for some reason these textures do not load. So yeah, there's a few things I'll need to explain for you guys to, if you still want to play the game, on how to configure it properly, so it looks okay, at least. If it's going to run poorly, at least I'll make it look okay. Alright. Okay, so medium does look better than low, which wasn't difficult. Low on this looks absolutely dreadful. But medium is still bad. Look at that shadow draw distance. That pop in. It feels like a joke. So let's do our own optimal settings, because medium won't cut it. So let's do best settings. We're going back to the menu and we're making our own settings. So I think this is lazy usage of Unreal Engine so far. So we put it on Epic, first of all, so everything on Epic. Then post-processing, according to this, is ambient occlusion, bloom, depth of field. Okay, this goes to medium or low. Shadows, let's put it on high, because the draw distance of the shadows on medium is still pretty poor. Shadow cascades on 2. Textures on Epic. The thing here is that you can limit the video memory usage by using this slider, so stay 100 megabytes below your amount of VRAM, in my case 4 gigs, around 3900. Effects, this is reflections and atmospheric effects, that goes to medium. Foliage on Epic, because we want to have foliage on the screen. Shading says hair shading. Low, or medium, yeah, medium. Anti-aliasing on Epic, because in a Unreal Engine, it's better to have it that way. Simple built-in shadows. Okay, this one I'll probably keep it on complex shadows. Lighting effects, we do not want to disable them. Tessellation, we won't use it. Volumetric clouds either. And disable player light shadows. Okay, disable shadows from player light sources. Let's keep that on. So we disable those light shadows, and then we try FSR. So my optimal settings will be this: the view distances and the foliage on Epic, and then the rest I mix between medium and high. So this is basically a mix between medium and Epic, which sounds weird, but it makes sense. Trust me. So, Epic textures and Epic textures, foliage, and draw distance. Man, these settings are so long. It's going to take forever for me to do this. And then high shadows and medium post process. And I think that's it. If I'm not missing anything. Oh, and shading and effects. So yeah, as you can see, there's a chunk of text on the screen. Well, these are the settings that I recommend to get okay visuals and okay draw distances. So you should do that on the X11. We gotta restart the game, unfortunately. And this should have the visuals to be a playable experience without breaking the graphics. So yeah. So if I want to enjoy this game, I should spend 5 months' wage and buy an RTX 3060 Ti. Yeah, exactly. That's what you need. That's exactly what you need, man. You got it. You got the message. We're not going to do in-between settings. Alright. So let's enter to our outpost called Potato Land. And this should now have decent draw distances, decent textures, and it should run better than on Epic settings, because Epic settings is a waste, usually. But the game is worth playing, I do not know. I just talk about performance. I'm not into this style of game, but I know of performance, so I rather test performance. So as you can see, the textures take a little bit time to load, a little bit too long time, but at least you can make them load properly as long as you put them on Epic. For some reason, if they are below Epic, they do not load, ever. They stay like this. As you can see now, they loaded, but if it's on high textures, it doesn't load. It stays unloaded. So yeah, that's my advice. So as you can see now, I think like this, it's okay. We don't break the graphics as much. The draw distance of the grass is still pretty poor, as you can see right there. There's pop in, but it's not as bad as on medium settings. So I'd say you can make it run acceptable without killing the visuals. So this gives you tons of foliage, gives you okay draw distance, and the shadows are not being loaded in front of your face. So yeah, this is how you optimize the game. But as you can see, a 1650 Super is a 30 frames per second experience. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, just by tweaking it like that, you make it look okay and run way better. So just make sure to keep those textures, the draw distance and the foliage on Epic, and you're good to go. You don't need to do much else. So yeah, let's try FSR. Again, these are my best settings. I'm not going for 60 frames on this one. It's a waste of time going for anything over 30, because if you lower the settings, it breaks the graphics. If I go below this, it looks terrible. So, and by terrible I mean lazy, because again, on medium it looks like a PS2 game, or worse. And on low, well, it feels like a low spec gamer video, so there's that. Todavía no, Victor, ya viene. So yeah, if it is like this on a 1650 Super, imagine a 1050 Ti. Oh man, that's going to be rough. So yeah, anyway, let's try FSR. So FSR, ultra quality, let's see. And there's a sharpness, oh thank god. There's a sharpness slider for FSR. Thank you. I wish every game had FSR like this. FSR ultra quality. But there's a sharpness option. Thank you. Okay, yeah, we got like 10 frames more actually. So if you want more frames than 30, I'll use ultra quality, yeah. Oh, never mind, it drops into the 40s still. Oh well. Insanity. Nothing happens, Sir Cerberus. You just use a lower resolution. Alright. So as you can see, this one, I like that it has FSR with a sharpness slider. Let's put it at 15%. Okay, no, this doesn't look as good. Too soft. Okay, 55% sharpness. Way better. Oh yeah. So yeah, if you want to have better performance, use FSR. Personally, in this case, I'll just lock it to 30 and play like this. So yeah. So again, it's easy to configure once you understand the settings, but the overall options menu is very lazy. Because I put it on low and it's a PS2 game. There has to be an in-between. Come on, man. You look dead inside playing this game. That's the thing. I'm dead inside and outside while playing this. Because I'm so disappointed, man. I cannot believe that I still find things like this to play. What a shame, man. And again, thanks to the publisher for providing a code, despite what I'm saying about their game. But I gotta be honest, man. This is unacceptable. Ah, God. Okay, let's disable FSR. Let me talk to you about the options again. The options that you should use in this game, these are the recommended options, okay? 1080p on this card. Lock it to 30. View distance on epic, so you don't get the pop-in as obvious. Post-processing on medium, because you get more frames. Shadows on high, because on medium shadows they load in front of your face if you have it on medium. So shadows on medium doesn't look good at all. Looks like a game from 2 generations ago. Shadow cascades on 2. Textures on epic, because if not, they're not going to load properly for some reason. But you can limit the VRAM usage by putting this at the number that you want. Effects on medium, foliage on epic, so you don't get a pop-in your face. Shading on medium, it seems to be hair shading, so whatever. Anti-aliasing on epic, so you get less aliasing. In this case, it's TAA. Then use simple built-in shadows on or off. Just check it out once you're building stuff into the game. Tessellation off, no volumetrics, and disable player-like shadows on. And that's about it. That's all you need to do. This is how you make the game run better and look okay. FOB, somebody said, oh, put it on a higher number. And well, if you put it on a higher number, it looks like this. So yeah, let's put the FOB at 90 degrees. Okay. I love that increasing the FOB increases performance. I mean, yeah. Oh my, I can play at 120 FOB. Looks good, but still... I think I know why it runs better with higher FOB actually. I think that the draw distance is even more limited when I increase the FOB. Yeah. Yeah, actually it is that. It's loading less stuff. That's interesting. Yep. Exactly that. So that's why it runs a little bit better when I increase the FOB. It's loading less stuff into the distance because stuff is smaller into the screen. That's interesting as heck. How the game calculates the draw distance from the camera. So yeah, these are the settings I recommend for the 1650 Super. So if you want to play the game, you can do it. Although it's not going to be 60 frames. Because again, low settings is rough, and medium as well. So yeah. Anyway, let's do the 1050 Ti, okay? Let's suffer together. This is going to be fun. Good morning from Bangladesh. Good morning from Uruguay, mister. Here is nighttime, but I'll take it. Okay, 1050 Ti time. I did the 1650 Super first today because, I don't know, it runs so poorly that I said, okay, let's do the faster card first. Good job. Oh man, this is going to be rough. How's it going? Welcome back, Jim76UH. I'm going okay. I mean, after I saw how this game ran and it scaled with the presets, I couldn't go to sleep. I had to make this live stream. Because I cannot believe that we keep seeing this stuff with Unreal Engine 4 games. I'll need alcohol for this. Pa, Alan, no, creo que no. Es más tipo como un Rust o un Minecraft, pero bueno, más tirando a Rust, diría yo. Okay. So, we're now on the 1050 Ti. This is going to be rough, but we know it already. It's a 1050 Ti on a game that recommends a 1060 as a minimum. So, let's give it a shot. Latest drivers, latest version of the game, the X11. Because I found it to run better on the X11, at least for me. So, ICARUS, the X11. Is it good DS4 connected with PC? Yeah, as long as you use DS4 Windows, it's fine. I mean, you should be able to use a DualShock 4 without an issue. As long as you have that program. Or Steam. ¿Qué dice Jorge? ¿Todo bien? Okay guys, so these are my optimal settings, but it's not going to run at 30 frames on a 1050 Ti with these settings. I kinda show you that. So what I'm going to do is show you how it runs like this on 1080p, and we're going to go directly to the resolution that we need, which is probably 720p in this case. Because seeing how it runs on the 1650 Super leads me to believe that we will need that. Never go under 60 series for gaming. Yeah. Shut up. I have hundreds of videos playing on below 60 series. I'm not saying it will be good. I'm saying you can. But man, this is going to be fun. Alan, es como bajar la resolución eso, así que no va a cambiar mucho. Pero tranqui, vamos a probar todo a su tiempo. So these are my optimal settings that I use for the 1650 Super. These are probably going to be fine on 900p or 720p on this card. So yeah, as you can see, this gives us a cinematic 20 frames per second. So let's go to 900p, let's see what happens. Probably not 30. Yeah. Definitely not 30. Yeah, no. Let's go for 720. Okay, so I'm now at 720 with the best settings. So best settings for this game, unfortunately, it's a mixture of many settings. So if you want to play this at 30 frames with okay visuals, 720p on the 1050 Ti, epic view distance, so you don't get that much pop in, although there's no grass, no trees, no nothing. Post-processing on medium, shadows on high, so you actually get something decent on the screen. 2 shadow cascades, max, textures on epic, because if not, the textures won't load properly. Texture streaming pulse size on 3900, so you can limit the VRAM usage, which is good. I like seeing this option. Effects on medium, foliage on epic, so the foliage doesn't pop in front of your face. Shading on medium, anti-aliasing on epic, and everything like this. And there's also FSR, which we're going to take a look at later. So yeah, those are the settings that I recommend at 720p on the 1050 Ti. And that's how you get 30 frames with some drops, actually. Still drops below 30. So yeah, this is how you can play the game. Although it still drops into the mid-20s, so never mind. So yeah, let's do something else. This was the optimal settings for the other card, but apparently not for this one. Okay, that did it. No, it didn't. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, if you lower the settings, it's no shadows, no textures, no nothing. Okay, let's put it on high instead of epic in those instances. Okay, that did it better. Okay, fix my optimal settings then. So now my optimal settings for the 1050 Ti are the same as I said before, but the only thing on epic is textures. And that should do the job. And just simple built-in shadows. And enjoy. Oh man, such an enjoyable experience. I mean, look at this. So breathtaking. I can see all the pixels. But of course, we're below the minimum requirements, which is a 1060, but still, considering how I run on a 1650 Super, I don't know, I mean, I don't think it runs properly, considering the visuals. I can't even see the shadow being drawn in front of me. This is terrible. This is why I couldn't go to sleep, guys. I had to show you this. Yeah, no, I couldn't go to sleep without showing you guys how this game runs. Anyway. So, okay, we're below the minimum requirements. Let's do medium settings. Medium settings should do the job. So we're going back to 1080p. And let's do medium. Medium should do the job. But we gotta restart the game, so first crank up those textures to epic, because if not, they're not going to load. And we got everything on medium, okay? So we gotta restart the game now. So epic textures. And medium settings. And I limited my VRAM through 3900. Sí, Luis, tal cual. Yeah, guys, a lot of people are complaining about performance on Steam, which makes sense. I'm seeing what you guys are seeing, so yeah. Let's do medium now. Medium, but textures on epic, because you know, that's how it goes. For textures to load properly. Oh, thanks, Builds and OC. Welcome. Happy to meet you. Yeah, I usually do not stream at this time, but today it was a different day. I literally couldn't go to sleep without doing this live stream. I'm so blown away with what I'm seeing. I cannot believe that this still happens. 52% reviews positive, probably going to be lower. Probably, yeah. We'll see what happens. Okay, come on, textures, load. Remember, this is medium settings. So keep that in mind while looking at this footage. This is medium settings, okay? This is 1080p, by the way, not 720. Okay, so textures loaded, as you guys can probably notice. And we're on medium settings. Just chilling, walking out the door. And there we go, we're outside. And you might say, man, this doesn't look so bad. Okay, look closer. Where's the grass? Where's the shadows? It's all popping in. It's everything coming back to me. Oh god. This is on my 4K monitor, yeah. But look at this. The shadow is loading in front of me. Is FSR on? No. It's not. I seen this in Ark Survival Evolved a while back. I remember on day 1. I had a good time at 5 FPS on my 750 Ti. I'm reliving those days in 2014, 2015. When Unreal Engine 4 games were being released. And this is on nighttime. I gotta show you daytime. Because daytime is the absolute worst with these settings. On nighttime is not that obvious. Let me show you daytime. I'll do another outpost, which will be called 0 FPS land. And we go there. Sí, tal cual, Leandro. It's so realistic, they show you how everything is loaded. That's so realistic. So gritty survival. Ultra realistic. Yeah, I had a good day at school. The day at school. Son, you're going to have a good day, don't worry. Have fun at school. Me at school. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. So breathtaking. Look at me at my first day at school. Loading those assets. This is exactly what I wanted to play. Yeah, I mean, the human eye cannot see above 10 FPS, so should be fine. I won't sacrifice the graphics. I mean, if you want to play it like you see it on the screenshots, you need a higher end computer. But you can make it work on a 1650 Super, if you want to. But you literally need, I mean, it's Ark Survival Evolved all over again. You're going to go complain the forums, guys, this game runs terrible, if I lower the settings it looks bad. It only looks good on screenshots at 4K on a higher end GPU. And people will say, man, your PC is garbage, you gotta upgrade, you have a bad GPU. Yeah, 1050 Ti is a bad GPU. I used a faster one and it was better, but still. So yeah, history repeats itself. It's a survival game. It's from an indie company. Everybody says it's going to be a next generation experience. And there we go. It's Unreal Engine 4 laziness all over again. Yeah, I mean, just buy a 3090. What the hell, man? I thought that PC gamers only had 3090s. Alright. So yeah, what I mean by this is this game is not worth lowering the settings for. I mean, this is medium settings. This is at best low settings in games from 2 years ago. So yeah. I don't know. This makes me mad. I'm so angry about this. My day's ruined. Let's put everything on low so you guys can see the best version of the game. So let's put everything on low. Yeah. We disable lighting. We disable everything. So let's go for low. We gotta restart the game though. Sí, mejora el rendimiento, pero tenés menos distancia de visión. Es lo mismo. Estoy con FOV en 90. Some people are saying that increasing FOV increases performance by quite a bit, and it's true. I have FOV on 90 degrees. But the thing that you guys might not be noticing is that when you increase the FOV, the draw distance is shorter. So it seems to be just shorter draw distances. But I love that when I have to talk about a game that I'm excited for, it ends up being so disappointing. And it's always the games that I get review codes for. What the hell? And again, thanks to RocketWerkz for the review code. It's appreciated. I might be the only one that is saying this. I'm probably never getting a code from them ever again. So this is now low settings. So that was medium. Let's see low. Low will be interesting. Come on. Let's go. Oh. Oh man, I'm laughing to not cry. God dang it. Oh god. What am I doing with my life? Oh Jesus. Like we said at the beginning of the live stream, this looks like what low spec gamer does with a AAA game. And it's not even 60 frames when it's looking like this. How is that even possible? It's not even 60s. It basically destroys everything. It doesn't render most of the game, and it's still not 60. How? How? And you guys said FOV increases performance. It's true. In this case, it does increase performance for some reason. As you can see now, I'm getting 70 frames on 100 FOV. And I get it. That's interesting. But it still doesn't run well. I mean, come on, let's be honest. I can understand if a game is demanding and whatever, but if the game looks like this, how can you not make it run properly? If you delete everything from the viewport. I mean, it's not loading those trees. So yeah, I can understand demanding stuff. But at least make it run well if it looks so bad on the lower settings. I don't know. This is dreadful. My day is absolutely ruined. So yeah, anyway. Again, if you still want to play this game, my optimized settings are this. So just crank up those draw distances. So you gotta keep the shadows on high, or they will load right in front of you. The cascades on 1, textures on epic, because if not the textures won't load. Texture streaming pool size at 3900, because we only have 4 gigs of VRAM, effects on low, foliage on epic, because if not there's a lot of pop in, shading on low, anti-aliasing on epic in this case, and FSR on ultra quality. Probably not enough, but still. And that should do. That should give you okay graphics. As you can see, by just increasing the foliage and the draw distance, it's already a lot better, but the trees are still not loading properly. That's because many of the settings I changed require the game to restart, so that's another bad thing about it. You need to restart in most of the settings that you change. I can build my own grass, that's the feeling, yeah. Okay, let's try this again. It's like Tarkov, where higher FOV results at textures are more far, so they don't detail that much. Makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense. Yeah, I noticed that the draw distances were worse when I increased the FOV. So FOV 100 because it gives you better performance, and the settings are very mixed. This is probably not going to be 30 frames. I'm guessing. It's probably going to be 20 with these settings. But if you want the game to look okay, you need at least epic draw distance and epic foliage. You can lower the rest. But those things need to stay on epic. Also the textures. Because if not, the game looks potato quality. It's like they made the game only for higher end stuff. On low graphics, when you walk, you create the world in real time. Truly next gen. Truly next gen. Yeah. Yeah, even Cyberpunk runs better. Here we go. Are we there yet? Oh yeah. Christmas paper trees. Yeah, like playing Skyrim Low Spec Gamer Edition again. When you start your PC, do you refresh it so many times? Yeah, I do. I delete the drivers. Okay. Oh god, yeah, I was right. But as you can see, just by tweaking those settings, you can make the game look pretty okay. So how do you make it look okay? I'm so glad you asked. So DX11. And we do it like this. So view distance on epic, that's absolutely necessary for pop-in to be at the minimum. Whatever computer you have, doesn't matter in this case. So we got epic textures, draw distance, and foliage. Then, what else? Oh, stream impulse size at 3900. What else? Effects, low effects, and shading. And then high shadows. Oh, and FSR. FSR ultra quality. This is everything you need to do, okay? Did you try the X12? Yeah, it's even worse on the X12. So, best settings, 1050 Ti, 1080p. Epic draw distance, medium post-processing, high shadows, shadow cascades on 1, textures on epic, texture pulse size on 3900, low effects, epic foliage, low shading, simple building shadows, disable lighting effects off, desolation off, volumetric clouds off, disable player-like shadows on, FSR ultra quality with 0.55 sharpness. Then on gameplay we increase the FOV to 100 degrees and we disable class simulation. And that's basically it. That's all you need to do. And that should give you 30 frames. It should. You do not make the game look like absolute garbage in the process. So yeah, this is how you do it. This is how you play the game on a 1050 Ti. Although it still drops below 30, but at least it has some visual fidelity to it. It doesn't pop stuff up like on medium settings. 100 plus, why would I do 100 plus FOV? It's so much, it's too wide. Yeah, let's go 140, yeah sure. Let's play like this, it runs better. But we got a fisheye effect, yeah sure, why not? But the FOV, yeah I know, but I don't want to play it with a fisheye in my face. So the maximum I will go is 110. More than 110 is too distorted. Yeah, FOB at 110. Enjoy. And as you can see, yeah, it does look better like this. So you just need to tweak it yourself. Too bad the developers didn't do it. I mean, if you put it on medium, it looks so bad. It looks like a completely different game. Yeah, it says it's a bug. Yeah, everything is a bug. When the developer says most of the issues are bugs, and the game is not even in early access, it's a full release. This is the full game. So I do not trust them. Again, thanks for the code, but I do not trust them. And the game crashed. Oh, okay. It kicked me out of the game. Hopefully they did not kick me out of the servers because of what I'm saying. Anyway, so those are the best settings if you want to play the game. There you go. Maybe they kicked my account out of this. Who knows? Hopefully not. It would be too funny. The devs kicked me out. Yeah, I think they kicked me out. That's fine. I don't mind. There's an offline mode. I can still show you guys how poorly this runs. But yeah, that's okay. They're in their complete right to do so. I don't mind. Officially confirmed they banned you. Oh no, I'm so pissed. Let me see. Did they kick me out? Okay, that's fine. I'm glad. If they're watching, hey devs, hey! I'm playing your game, guys! Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Thanks for the code, guys. Yeah, failed to log in. I think they kicked me out. Let's see if other people are playing. Server status. Let's see. No way. Yeah, I think they kicked me out. That's awesome, guys. Finally, my reputation is growing. It's okay. They had to be salty. Although I see a familiar name. Dean Hall. Who is Dean Hall? Oh, okay. Guys. I see why they ban. If they ban me, it makes complete sense. The guy that made this game is behind DayZ. The guy they abandoned, DayZ. That's the guy behind this game. Okay. No need to say more. That's why. The guy behind the DayZ is the guy behind this. Okay. I'm so proud of being banned of this game then. Fuck them. It's fine. Yeah, no. That explains a lot. So it's not the first time this happens. I mean, I cannot not be honest. Guys, what the hell? I mean, it makes complete sense now. It had to be the guy behind DayZ. I mean, it cannot be a coincidence. I mean, come on. It cannot be a coincidence. This is not the first time this happens. They didn't kick me out. That's fine. Doesn't matter. It's okay. I don't mind if they kick me. They have the right to kick me out if they want to. That's fine. The thing is, still, something is wrong here. I mean, it runs very poorly. It's nice that it has RTX, it has DSR, RTX, DLSS, FSR, that's fine, you can tweak the game properly, but medium and low settings are basically a non-game on medium to low settings. You need to tweak it yourself, which I like doing, but most people do not like it. So if they say, oh, it's a bug, okay, then don't release the game until the bug is fixed. I get it. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the servers are down. That's perfect. That's fine. I don't mind. But that's hilarious because I got kicked as soon as I said something bad. I love this. Anyway, let's install the drivers, shall we? So again, okay, I hope you recovered soon, Satish Kumar. I hope you recovered soon, man. Yeah, we're going back to the game. I'm installing the drivers now for the 570. So we did the 1050 Ti. We could make it run using the custom settings. You can rewind to find them. You can get 30 frames with FSR. And you get actual okay graphics with FOV at 100 to 110 degrees. And then on the 1650 Super, you can do so without FSR and better graphics, but that's about it. Yeah, perfect timing, yeah. But that's fine, that's okay. It made me find out who made this game, so it makes complete sense now. Still, they need to polish it. It's pretty rough. With the graphic settings, I mean. But it's so weird that they release stuff in that state. I'm so confused. Yeah, if CD Projekt Red can do it, we can as well. Yeah, although they've been doing it before CD Projekt Red released Cyberpunk. I mean, you can see they Z'd. I mean, that was a permanently early access game, so it makes sense. I'm streaming because I was worried. So I had to do it. Is this a new norm now, games releasing like this? Apparently, yes. It's a sad truth. Because we keep buying them. So yeah, let's see. How to piss off developers? Yeah, be honest. Nah, I'm kidding. That's fine. I'm just being honest. I'm not insulting them. I just did it once because I was pissed for a second, but that's fine. No me banearon. Parece que los servidores cayeron. Fue mala suerte. Justo se dio en el momento perfecto. Entonces parecía que me habían baneado, pero no. Parece que no. Alright. Now, they didn't ban me, I think. Let's find out. Let's see if they banned me or the servers are down. I think the servers are down, but we thought they banned me. But I don't think so. They cannot be watching every live stream. I mean, come on. I'm not that important. Let's try that again. Steam, are you there? Steam? Do Hunt Showdown? I already did it multiple times. You can make it run pretty well. Okay. Let me see the community hub. Okay, everybody lost connection. Failure to authenticate. Did everyone just get kicked? Yep. Everybody got kicked. Good. Good. Excellent. So they didn't ban me. I'm not excited anymore. It was so much fun to think that I got banned. I felt famous for 5 minutes. As a piece of developer, change the title. Exactly. I need to change the title. But it's definitely the worst running game this year. No doubts about it. No, no me bañaron, Luis. Se les cayó la conexión de los servidores. They didn't get me out, guys. We thought so. It was good. It was too good to be true. I would have been glad to be kicked. I would have felt important. The good thing is this game has offline mode, so we can still play it. Don't worry. We can still enjoy ICARUS. So yeah, let's enjoy it. So let's try the best settings that I used on the 1050 Ti. Hang on. My screen is blinking. There we go, finally. So best settings, let's do that again without FSR this time around. So we're using this mixture of settings that I found to be useful. So it's something like this. I know it looks complicated, but trust me, this is how you make the game look okay while getting okay performance. Something like this. And then on the FOB, hang on, I'm getting some flashes in the screen for some reason. Then on the screen, FOB 110. So the higher the FOB, the higher the FPS for some reason. So let's play offline. Does this work? Yeah, if you play in offline mode, you can actually do something about it. Yeah. But I miss games working on day one. Well, it's been a while since that happened, actually. It's been like a decade. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, probably the servers are down. Makes sense. It can happen. It's not the first time, it's not the last time. Please let me play in offline mode. Have you tried the new AMD drivers? Yes. These are the latest ones. Does this work? It should. Although it's not loading. Even in offline mode. That's not good. You mean everything on low except textures? Not good. If you put everything on low, the game is popping in stuff 2 inches from your face, basically. Okay, I don't think it's going to work. Now is it? Even in offline mode, it's not going to work? Come on. Were you able to get NIS to work in Skyrim? I haven't tried it. Should be pretty easy, actually. Because you get a drop-down menu with resolutions. Get the scale resolutions and you're good to go. Okay. What the hell? Yeah, not even the offline mode is working for me right now. What a shame. I wanted to see how the 570 run the game. Dang it. I was having so much fun. Okay, same. What about offline mode? 4K 200 FPS on Nintendo 64? Yes. to all that you said, yes, it is. Oh, somebody donated. Thank you so much. Victor Nascimento. Nascimento or Nascimento? Thank you so much, man, for the 5 Brazilian Reais donation. He says, hey, Santiago, congratulations for your good work. I watch your channel since a long time. And it's one of the best benchmark channels on YouTube. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it a lot. Apparently, the servers are back on. Yep, they are. Awesome. And thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it a lot. So the servers are back. Good. So I did not get banned. Nascimento. Okay, gotcha. Thanks for the heads up, man. I appreciate the donation. So let's go back to our island. The 0 FPS land, I called it. Y yo ustedes, Anima Rock. Buenas noches, Pablo. So what is this game? It's a survival game from the creator of DayZ, which wasn't already a good sign. But now that I tried every setting in the menu, I was so worried that I wanted to do a live stream right away. I was worried. Because on low settings, it doesn't even load assets. It just pops stuff up in the screen. Like nobody's business. So yeah, we gotta use the optimal settings, which is a lot of stuff being tweaked. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, definitely these are the optimal settings for the 570. No doubt about it. As you can see, a lot of system RAM usage. But this is how you get 30 frames. At least in this level. Although I might need to use FSR for this one. Does it have any enemies? It should. It has guns. But I mean, I'm usually focused on performance, so if I cannot get proper performance, it's pretty hard for me to tell you what the game is about. In this game, it's more interesting to just try to optimize it. Because it's not so hard to do it in this case, at least from your point of view, should be pretty easy to tweak, which is good. I like that at least that's possible, that you can actually tweak stuff. But what I'm saying is that the optimal settings look something like this. So FSR and ultra quality, the sharpness at 0.55. And we got 1080p. So best settings for the 570. And by best settings I mean 30 frames, trying to maintain visual fidelity as much as possible. 1080p. Epic view distance, because if not, pop in front of your face. Post-processing on medium, shadows on high, because if it's below high shadows, the shadows load a meter away from you or 2 meters away. Shadow cascades on 1 to increase performance. Textures on epic, because if they're not on epic, you're going to get textures not finishing loading, which is unfortunate. Texture streaming pool size on 3900, because we only have 4 gigs of VRAM. Effects on low. Foliage on epic, because if not, it pops in front of your face. Shading on low. Simple building shadows on. Disable lighting, no. Tessellation, no. Volumetric clouds off. And disable player like shadows on. And then FSR on ultra quality. Those are the 30 frames per second settings. At least right now. Oh, and you also need to increase the FOV to 110. For some reason, increasing the FOV gives you more frames. So you can go to 170 and it'll look like this. Or you can be more mindful and put it at 110. It's more realistic. There you go. So yeah, FSR ultra quality. So FSR ultra quality. And those are the settings. That's basically how to get over 30 frames without the game looking bad, because if you try to put it on medium it looks way worse than this. Way worse. So you gotta just increase the settings that you need for the game to look okay. So the ambient occlusion is not there, the shadows are pretty basic, but at least you get okay draw distance. Try the X12, okay. Sure. Although AMD people told me that the X12 in this game ran pretty bad, so sure, why not? What do I got to lose? Nothing. Let's try the X12. Because you guys requested it, and I'm here to help you guys out. Now it's playable. 1050 Ti is a bad card indeed. Yeah, but you can still make it run. We know it's a bad card. I'm just complaining about the settings, really. I mean, just going below high looks terrible. And it should at least try to be a balanced thing with the settings. I'm not asking them to make the game run on a potato. I'm asking them to make the settings more consistent. Some in between. Do not make the rocks disappear. Make them pop in in a middle, in a an in between. That's all I'm asking for. Instead of removing the rock or the tree, make it lower quality. Give me something in between. If not, you only have to play this on epic settings, and it's ridiculous because it runs terrible on epic settings. So what's your most disappointing game released this year? Probably this game. Because when I saw the trailers and the screenshots and there was a beta and everything, I got excited. Okay, and the servers are down again. Dang it. Let's try it in offline mode. What is your game of the year? Kena Bridge of Spirits. That's my game of the year. Cyberpunk, that was last year. 2020 is over. 2021 is about to finish. So yeah. Oh yeah, Battlefield 2042. Yeah, I'll say Battlefield. Battlefield is the one. Never mind. This is not my most... my highest disappointment. My highest disappointment is Battlefield. Yeah. I got baited into Battlefield so hard. Ridiculous. It's still 2020 to you? Same. Been there, done that. Okay. Let's try that again. 2042 has a lot of issues, isn't it? Yeah, it's basically in a very bare bones state, at least in my opinion. Battlefield. Tal cual, Pablo. Yeah, 2077 released last year. Yeah. Exactly. I'm noticing that on the X12 is stuttering more. Let's see once I get outside, but yeah. It's 2020, then 2022 I'll tech stuff with more scars, then 2023 I will have party for each new chip factory. Exactly. And it will be fun. I'll have so many people watching my streams in 2023 because there will be hardware available to buy. Please. Yeah, I mean the X12 uses more system RAM and more VRAM, and it stutters more. So for this one, I'd say go full on the X11. Even on the Nvidia cards, it runs worse on the X12. Oh yeah, and Battlefield doesn't have a campaign either, so yeah. Está bien, Pedro, no pasa nada. So yeah, guys, use the X11. Don't bother with the X12, at least not on these cards. Uses way more VRAM, maybe if you have an RTX card, use the X12, but for the rest of them, the X11. Y muchas gracias, Pablo, por los $0.99, se agradece mucho la donación de $1, señor. Y me pone una cara de... Bueno, se agradece, muchas gracias, Pablo. ¿En qué andás? Te queremos, Pablo, te queremos. Hey, Pablo. Not sure if you speak Spanish, but thanks for the $1 donation, man. It's appreciated. It helps more than you imagine. Oh, okay, there we go. I think it's now connected. Oh, dang it. The menu didn't load. Okay. I think I got the correct button now. ¿Hay un mod de Dark Souls 3 para subir hasta 144 FPS? Bueno, no tengo una GPU que llegue hasta ese número, pero sí, seguro. ¿Por qué no? Hang on, guys. I got a black screen now. Let's try that again. That was the end? No. I clicked on the credits accidentally. Hey Sam, number 1. How's it going, man? Okay. Let's see if it connects to the content server. And thank you so much, Cappuccino, for becoming also supporter 1.0. Thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel directly. Hope you enjoyed the icon next to your name and the emojis that come with it. And if you speak Spanish, muchas gracias por convertirte en un miembro del canal. Buen nombre. Okay, still hasn't connected to the content server. That's unfortunate. Okay, there we go. Offline mode. Yeah, unexpected ending. 8K 60 frames. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Sí, yo creo que sí, Pablo. Debería estar bien. No debería haber problema. Yeah, 2021 is the year of broken games. Yeah, what a shame. Although there are some good games there, but that's not the norm, unfortunately. Okay, come on. Are you connected? Yeah, unfortunately the servers are down now. Bueno, gracias, Rodrigo. Practiqué nomás. O sea, fui a clase, di el first certificate y ¡pum! Empecé a estar expuesto a inglés lo más que pude. Y eso es todo lo que estuve haciendo. No hice magia, practiqué nomás, señor. AK60. Ah, my eyes! Yeah, too many pixels at too many frames. And thank you, Pablo, for becoming an awesome supporter 1.0 as well. Gracias, Pablo. Te agradezco un montón. Te queremos, Pablo, te queremos. Gracias, te agradezco un montón. Yeah, legit, this year, many games had so many issues. But it's fine, I mean, it's good. If games are broken, I can make multiple videos out of them. One day, when they release, so I make a video on the broken side of them, and then when they fix them, I do the not broken side of them, or the less broken side of them. It also happened with Resident Evil Village. I played it on day one, it had stutter. Then there was a crack release, and it didn't have stutter in the crack release. So I compared the full game with the crack released, and I got a lot of people watching. And then I made a video comparing the crack release with the patch that the developers released to fix the stuttering, which was amazing. I mean, I had so much content with one game because it didn't work on day one. So yeah, it's fine. I like when games are broken because I have things to say. If games work properly, I don't have work to do. So yeah, it's more fun when things are broken. Okay, yeah, the servers are down. Yep, everybody lost connection. Okay, they're saying why? Where? Yeah, it's not funny to your wallet. Yeah, the thing is, if you don't buy them, you don't have an issue with your wallet. Your wallet stays in your pocket. Just watch the content from multiple people, not only me. You can watch other reviewers. I'm just a performance tester, so yeah, I'm many tiers down. I play the game, see how it runs, and go to the next game. So yeah, you can watch multiple things before putting your wallet in there. That's kind of the point. RE Village, Hitman 3, and Kena are some of the good releases this year. Yeah, the only issue with the RE Village was the stutter, but they fixed it after people complained, and a crack was released, so yeah. Other than the stutter, it was pretty good. Hitman 3 had server issues on day one, I remember. So yeah, this is not the only game that has issues on day one, but this one has so many other problems, especially again with the options menu. The options menu in this game bothers me because it's not balanced. Let's see if it connects to the server. I'm going to check out Twitter for that. Okay. Yeah, no, I see nothing about the servers being down. Okay. Sure, why not? Yeah, no, apparently it's not working anymore. So what I'm going to do, at least right now it's not working. So what I'm going to do is show you guys how it ran when I was able to play the game. So I'm going to watch my own live stream. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open YouTube and put my own live stream to show you my experience with the game so far. So you have a conclusion out of all of this. So I open my own live stream. There I am. Magnificent. So I now have everything doubled up. That's fine. So I'm going to rewind to the 570. So the best settings for the 570 is something like this. Epic textures, epic draw distance, epic foliage, pull size at 3900, low effects, low shading, high shadows, and FSR and ultra quality on 1080p. And you'll be over 30 frames, basically. So if you have 110 FOV, should be fine. You should be getting 30 frames. So you can make the game look okay without breaking graphics. I say this because if you go below high, it looks terrible. So don't even bother lowering the settings below high, because you'll get this. This is medium. Look at this, is supposed to be medium. And well, if you want to see low, low is hilarious. Look at low settings. Low settings is hilarious. So that's what I'm saying. Do not bother lowering the presets. You need to do your own custom settings or the game will look bad. So yeah. It's hilarious. I mean, look at me laughing about low settings. Oh, that's Juan. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. I know it's low settings, but still. How? Yeah, low settings is absolute garbage. But then if you tweak it, you can make it look okay. The true Santiago. Yeah, that's me. So again, as I said, the best way to play this game is to put the FOV at 110. That increases performance. The pull size at 3900. Epic textures, epic draw distance, epic foliage, low effects, low shading, high shadows, and FSR and ultra quality. And that's it. That's all you need. If you do that, you're going to get okay frames. It's not going to break the graphics as much. And you can actually play the game. So yeah. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I wish that they improve on the options menu. I mean, it's fine to have options. I like that. But again, at least make it balanced. Again, on low settings, it doesn't even load stuff properly. It's just popping stuff in front of the screen. That's lazy. Even on medium, everything is popping in front of you. So that's what I want. I want them to balance that out, because this is lazy. This is just, okay, Unreal, lower the draw distance. Okay, not showing grass, not showing trees, not showing rocks. And that's about it. So yeah, I think it's very lazy in that regard. And I was checking out if this was an early access. But apparently it's not early access. It's not. What the hell? What do you mean it's not early access? So yeah, no wonder it has 56% positive reviews. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Again, thanks to RocketWerkz for providing a code of the game, despite what I had to say about it. I have to be honest, of course. But yeah, I think they need to patch out the options menu, make it more balanced. Because you can tweak some stuff and make it look okay without dropping that many frames and requiring a super high-end GPU. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I made this because really I was worried when I first launched the game. I was going to stream this tomorrow, but I couldn't go to sleep with this being released in my head. So yeah, Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I hope the developers improve on the game, especially what I talk about the options menu. I know nothing about the gameplay and all that. I'm more of a performance type of guy. So yeah, even with the minimum requirements, the options menu is bothering me. Something in between. I'm not asking for much. So yeah, thank you guys, and love you all. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Thanks for watching. See you later. Thank you.